Hi Swami, how are you?
Good, thanks, John.
That's good. It's been a while.
It has.
It's
Yes.
good to be able to catch up again.
Yes.
If you're okay with everything today, we're looking at probably 2 podcasts, one with just a question answer, and then we'll go into the breath in meditation. Can we start off with the questions?
Mm-hmm.
Great. I'll hand you over to Kate, who will actually ask you a few questions, and then, we'll see how we go. Thanks.
Good.
Welcome, Kate. How are you?
Good, thanks, Joe.
Excellent. Fire away with your questions. And who they're from, please.
Okay, the first question is from Maria, and she asks, what is the one thing you have to tell yourself every day?
Well, I personally think that you should look in the mirror and say, I'm well, I'm happy, I'm thankful, I'm here. Many years ago, my mother-in-law used to say something totally different when she woke up because she was in her 90s and she'd been wanting to die from when she was about 80. And it was, damn, I'm here again. So we don't want that. We want positive affirmations. And I think that would be good for Maria, always.
So being grateful in
Yeah,
everything in
and
life is important.
For everything that life has
No matter
given
what
her.
age.
Yeah.
She's got lovely children, lovely grandchildren, nice place to live. It's just pretty wonderful. Good on her.
Yeah. Thank you, Swami. The next comes from Alessandro. He's written his questions in a letter. If I could just read them
Of course.
through this letter. Okay. So he writes, my father died more than a year ago, but sometimes I feel like he's still here. When the day slows down and when I'm alone in the evening, I realise that he is not there and I will never see him again. But is that what it's really like?
Yeah, it is. But I think for Alexandro, he has to realise that because he's not a yogi and hasn't had that foundation and that learning, that we don't die. Our consciousness, or our higher mind, if you like, the soul, does not die because it's consciousness itself. And if consciousness never dies. I remember many years ago, I was in a hotel in London and I was in bed reading a book. And I heard my father very plainly call my name and tell me, get out, the hotel's on fire. And I thought, oh, Dad. So I got out of bed, put my shoes on, coat on, grabbed the handbag and left. And as I was halfway down the stairwell, I could see nothing but smoke, but there'd be no sirens, no nothing. And I was about the first one out of that hotel and it was on fire and it did burn. So, and my father had been dead for about 10 years before that. So they don't die, they just change. The body just changes. We lose the body. The body's been useful for however long we've had it. We have to let it go and we become in consciousness. Now, I'm not just saying that as a yogi, but I've had a lot of experiences with, my relatives or devotees. Always I can hear them. You can't, Alexandra, you can't always see them, but you can hear them or feel them. And they're there.
Can I just ask a quick question on that, Swami? How do we, in living in this world, how do we overcome the grief? Because maybe Alessandro's going through that grief.
Oh, he is going through grief.
So how does he become
I don't
stronger?
know how you would get over the grief. It's all right for the guru to say, wise men don't grieve for the living or the dead, but you do grieve because you are human. And I think you just have to carry it with you.
Yeah, because he sounds very close to his dad.
Yes, if you carry the knowledge that he's still there, he's just different. He's just lost the parcel he was in. Yeah, I hope that helps.
Thank you, Swami. I think it answers the other questions he had regarding this.
Feel free to read it out anyway.
Yeah, I'll continue on, but I think we'll see that we've answered it. He wanted to ask, is there anything after life? And I think you've covered that already.
Well, there is afterlife because we go to the depends on the vibration of, as we die, our vibration. It's really important. So that will take us in the astral to where we need to be, with people with the same vibration. Now, his father could have gone to the same place as his parents, and he could just be waiting, and one day his son will join him. Then they will maybe incarnate together again because the bond was so strong. Yeah.
He goes on to ask, where is my father right now? Which I think that you mentioned. How he still, can he still see our everyday life or somehow feel that we miss him?
No, he can see it, and he can certainly feel, because he's now a vibration, the energy, if you like.
Yes.
The energy is more subtle than the physical body. So he can see you, and he can also see your daughter and your mum. So he can see all that, and he can feel it. And I'm pretty sure that he will be around for a long time until you go and join him.
Okay. He also asked, will I really be able to meet my father again and all the people I knew but who are no longer here?
Absolutely. If that's your wish, because that becomes a strong vibration around you.
Yes.
So,
No longer having a physical body, no longer having our voice, how will it be possible to recognise each other and perhaps communicate?
the same way as he's recognising that his father is there. He knows that on a higher level. His soul knows his father's soul, shall we say, and energetically they connect. He doesn't need to see the body. If he needed to see the body, he probably would. But he doesn't need to see the body because he recognises that. I think my daughter always recognises her father from his cigarette smoke. She smells the cigarette smoke first and knows, oh, her father's around. Yes. So I hope that helps.
Yes, it does. Good, Swami.
Mm-hmm. And we have one more question for you at the moment, Swami.
Okay, this question comes from Shankara.
Mm-hmm.
How can I follow you through the astral and reincarnate with you?
You have to try to get the same vibe as me. If you can connect with my vibration all the time, and when you pass over, if you can connect with that vibration, you can follow me. I think your practices are very good, and you hold me in your memory, which is also very good, because that means that the vibration, the contact is there all the time. And the next life, whether you reincarnate with me or not, will depend on the Lords of Karma. So I hope that answers this question.
Excellent, thank you, Swami.
That's right. I just wanted to say before we leave it there, I had someone contact me and say they didn't like the answer I gave to their question. I would like to say I give the answer to the question how I see it. If it's not how you want it to be, that is your problem, not mine.
That would apply to everybody, wouldn't it?
Everybody, yes.
The answer is the answer you need to give that person.
A lot of people, I'm very blunt. And if you don't like the answer to my question, you don't need to contact me. I'll already know you don't like the answer. So it's interesting, isn't it? If I had an answer, I mean, when I was in the ashram and my grandmother had recently passed, I was really grieving for my grandmother and carrying on, and my guru said to me, "You're not grieving for your grandmother." I said, "I am. You don't know anything about it." said, you're not grieving for your grandmother, she's grieving for you.
Wow.
So tell her it's all right and let's move on.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't like that answer he gave me.
No, but it was the answer.
Yeah, it was the answer.
That's
And
it.
when I thought about it, I thought, yeah, I'm not really.
Can I ask you something on that, Swami? Do people, when they ask a question, expect the lovey-dovey question all the time and they're floating in, you know, like sometimes you've got to hit them with hard facts because that is the truth.
Yes.
So it might upset them at the moment, but over life, hopefully they remember that answer and then it might actually work out, I needed that shot between the eyes
Yeah.
because it's helped me in this journey now.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good to know because sometimes, we could say everything's hunky-dory and full of roses and all that, when in actual fact, it's not. And sometimes the answer is the answer.
Yes.
You
I
know?
remember when I was, you know, employing people, and many years ago, before this, this guy was cheating on the, he was cheating me on the timesheets. And he was putting 2 timesheets in on 2 different names. And I thought, I wonder. So I went down and I checked into the restaurant and I checked who was there and who wasn't, and looked at the signatures and called him into my office. And I said, you're trying to cheat me, and I know you're bringing call girls in here.
Wow.
So I said, he said, oh, you know, you've got to, he was a real cocky fellow. I said, well, you're sacked right now. And if you complain, I've got 2 timesheets to show what you were doing.
Yeah.
So a couple of months later, I met him again. And he said to me, thank you very much for sacking me. He said, I realised I was on a downhill slope. I'm back at university. Yeah, and I'm going to be a doctor like my father.
So that's good. That was the kick he needed.
Yeah, yeah. So sometimes we need a kick,
Yeah,
don't we?
I agree. We
yes,
do.
yes.
We do.
I can't just sit there and go, it's all love and it's all happiness. And no, the world isn't.
No.
It isn't, and,
Yeah.
and it's hard for people, individuals, to keep a hold on their lives, to get through what they've got to get through, especially today, I feel. Not everyone has time for meditation, but you have to do it.
And we'll definitely get onto that in the next topic.
We certainly will.
Thank you, Swami.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us in another episode of the Teachings of Samata. For further information regarding these teachings with Swami Durgananda and the products, please check out the website below. To follow along with this journey, please subscribe for more. And thank you. We hope to see you again soon.